Another day, another Diaper Man video. I wonder what the Diaper Man has in store for us today.
In the Shifa hospital compound, we're underneath the ground. We are approximately between the Qatari building is above us.
Notice he says this is under the Qatari building, so it's not even under Al-Shifa hospital, which they claim the Hamas command center is. In fact, there's no proof it's under any building or any hospital. He hasn't shown us anything.
So this area goes directly outside of the hospital, approximately to one of the areas outside, maybe a mosque, maybe an apartment.
Maybe a mosque, maybe an apartment. Maybe that excuses us carpet bombing all of Gaza and killing 20,000 people and 10,000 children. You know, maybe. Who knows? Who knows?
It's blocked. It's blocked and sealed. They knew that we were going to come here more than a month ago, and they sealed it.
You see, they all admit that the tunnels had been sealed, especially under Al-Shifa hospital. It had been concreted up. The tiles were done over it.
What we know is that the tunnel shafts or the basement shafts inside the hospital have been blocked with concrete by Hamas.
Maybe it was done years and years ago. It sounds like the concrete needed time to dry up, didn't it? So it wasn't being used. They claimed it was being used. They're admitting here that they weren't being used in the way that they said it was. They said that they were going up and down the tunnels and they were shooting from the hospital. That is what they claim. Now they're saying it was all sealed and not even in use. It's not a legitimate military target. Like that, they're damning themselves here. And they're so arrogant they don't even realize it. Every Zionist accusation is an admission. They claimed that Hamas built the tunnels under the hospital. They were the ones that built the tunnels under the hospital.
It's already known for many years that they have in the bunkers that originally was built by Israeli constructors underneath Shifa.
They claimed that Hamas was using the hospitals as a place to shoot from and garrison their weapons and military. They're the ones that are stationed inside the hospital and using it as a military base. They said the same of the schools. Did you want to see terrorists inside a tunnel? You've seen it. It's the IDF.
And now we're going to see the infrastructure of the tunnel. This tunnel is a complex tunnel. It's not the ones that we know. It's more convenient for long living, like you have toilets.
A toilet? They killed 10,000 kids for a toilet? They promised us a command center, stockpiles of weaponry. They said that the Hamas guys were launching attacks out just from the hospital in Al-Shifa. They said they were coming in and out of the hospital using the tunnels. They said they were, amongst the patients and the doctors. They hit the doctors with snipers. They dragged the patients out on the street. They bombed hospitals. And they show us a toilet and ask us if it's enough. No, it's not enough. It's never going to be enough. And everybody hates you.
And you have rooms that were built in order to contain people. This room was evacuated, and all the gear was evacuated. I guess it was evacuated when they knew or understand that we're going to enter into Shifa Hospital.
I see. So it's an empty room, essentially. That's what you're giving us. You're showing us an empty tiled room. Okay. And I guess you guess that stuff was in there. You bombed a hospital because of a guess.
Inside the tunnel you can see a small kitchen.
And oh my God, stop everything. It's a kitchen. That's it. Everything is absolved. Because there's this tiny, tiny sink in the wall. That's it, guys. They've done it.
So it will provide them food, water, etc.
It's a kitchenette. It allowed Palestinians to eat and drink. God forbid that should ever happen.
All these facilities of water and food are coming from the hospital.
Hospital food? Are you trying to tell us Hamas has been eating hospital food this entire time? Why would they subject themselves to that?
I want to show you more rooms. More rooms. This is a room, where you can sleep, eat, make command control. It also has an air conditioning.
Diaper Man showed us a video of a air conditioner. How sinister.
This air conditioning goes above the hospital. One of the reasons that allows us to understand this complex is that we found the engine of the air conditioner, of course, outside, next to the Qatari compound.
They found the engine of the air conditioner outside. Okay, so that means that it was running off its own engine, which contradicts his earlier point that it was taking electricity from the hospital. Like, is this guy mentally ill? I'm starting to suspect they all are.
Also, more toilets here.
You just can't stop with the toilets.
This is a unique signature of the arches. The arches are a unique technique by Hamas.
Look at the ceiling. Look at the tile work. Look at the craftsmanship. Someone get me the number of this guy. He needs to build my next condo.
Building the tunnels. It's something that was designed in the last 15 years. This unique
The architecture. Just divine. This is not just a regular tunnel, guys. This is a tunnel with style.
We were worried that it was booby trapped. Cleaning this area, opening it so we can go inside, was a huge task for the forces of the special units that were here.
They're gonna die in those tunnels. Yep.
You're all going to die down here.
It goes directly to the street, meaning it again goes out from the hospital to the north side of the hospital, where we found another tunnel.
Watch this now. He'll never show you that it's under the hospital. He's gonna get to the very end of the tunnel, and he's not gonna show you that it comes out the other end underneath the hospital as they claimed.
Now we're gonna turn left and go out again in the hospital just to see the size of the tunnel. This is the blast. This is the blast door. This blast doors allows them to prevent blasts by our Air Force, meaning it can maintain the preservation of parts of the tunnel.
So you admit the bombs, the 20,000 bombs that have been dropped on Gaza could have never, ever destroyed the tunnels. So why did you kill 20,000 people? Why did you kill 10,000 children? If you knew that you could never, ever take the tunnels down. It's because you're a bunch of cowards and you didn't want to go down the tunnels.
This is the way out with the stairs.
Now watch this. He's not going to show you what's at the end of the tunnel. Do you want to bet? He's not going to show us that it leads to being underneath the hospital.
This way out, when we entered with the bulldozer, all the sand fell down, so it's not now it's not available to go out.
Told ya. And also they admit that it was sealed off, which means it wasn't in use, and that the Israelis had to dig them up. Again, he admits that the entire premise that they were conducting their genocidal campaign on, the idea that the tunnels were being used and that Hamas was coming in and out of the hospital, none of that has been proven, and all they have shown is that the old tunnels were sealed up and they had to dig them up because they weren't being used. And if you'd like to support me, please find me on Ko-fi or Patreon at Syrian Girl.